Welcome back to Brand Champions. I'm Howard Wolpoff, your host. Again, this is brought to you by Teal, the agency, and we're happy to have Lindsey Huettner from the It Crowd Marketing with us today for our conversation. Lindsey, welcome to Brand Champions.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you learn a lot more about what you're doing with your clients, with your agency. So why don't you take us through the kind of conversations you're having with your clients right now about their brand and how you're working to really get that branding message to their correct audience?
Yeah, so we just did a really large branding opportunity a few weeks ago. And in all honesty, we came into the meetings and we gave them 4 different options for branding and said, hey, this is what we think that you should do. And they hated all of them, which was awful. So what we did is we actually went back to the drawing board and we went through and we really looked at what the research looked like from 2000 to today. And with that being said okay, you might not like the things that we've said. However, here's the research and here's the ROI that you can expect on each one of these different types of branding campaigns. And that was really great, especially getting into the CEO's mindset of, here are the facts and this is where your industry has gone and this is where it's going. And so let's be ahead of that. And so that was really fun.
It's a really good exercise for an agency to do that, especially with all these different options. But having that research to look into and to show the client, because the client has a very big focus on what they're doing in their business, but don't always see the bigger picture when it comes to branding and marketing, which is good why they bring in agencies like yours. But sometimes you don't have those more bigger challenges. Sometimes you really have clients that you can really get very creative with and run through with different ideas. So what are you utilizing today that really is standing out for the different brands you're working with?
Yeah, I think, again, the research has been really good for us, and that has been a great creative direction or allowing creative directions, using AI to understand what the research has been, where people are going, and then taking that and not only not reinventing the wheel, but taking that and making it even better. And so being able to give creative briefs of, okay, here are different companies that have done X, Y, Z, and this has failed, and perception has done really well for them. And how do we make that even better for this industry? And then break through the noise. That's the biggest problem with marketing now is how do you create brand messaging that breaks through the noise? And so using that research and, again, not reinventing the wheel, but then making it better is what we do best.
So you mentioned AI in the process. How much are you using that, I guess, in connection with the research that you're doing to really take your concepts to the next step of what the client is really needing to put out there in the marketplace?
Yeah, I think that if you know AI prompts and you know which AI platform to use, it is unbelievable the results that you can get. Now, each AI platform is very different on what you're going to get. And so being able to actually even meld all of those together to get an end product of an idea or a concept or the research of why you should be going this and it being more definite, it's unbelievable the things that you can do. Now, you have to have a human touch to that. One, you have to know on the front end the how to do it with ChatGPT or Grok or any of the others, but then you also have to have a human touch at the end of it going, okay, does this actually make sense? Is this a really good idea? Does this make sense in our real world? And then how can we build on that? So we use it all the time, which has been amazing.
Well, it's fantastic that you have that as part of your approach, but also the knowledge that you've built over the course of utilizing it, because that's really the easiest way to learn more about AI is to practice using more AI. And it's good that you're getting some great results for your clients on this. And we thank you so much for joining us today and sharing this with us.
Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of the day.
You too. And thank you for everyone for joining us as well. It's so important to have an agency that really goes that extra mile to find the best answers for you, whether it's digging deeper into the research or following the path of AI to make sure that they're creating the right messaging that gets your audience. So check out more information about Lindsey and her agency. Go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time.